What qualifies as bad sex? When the homies don't say no homo afterward. Hate when that happens, rolling eyes face. When the other person is only in it for themselves. I'm a guy. The worst pussy I had was, well, still pretty good pussy. When no matter how hot the water is or how hard you scrub you can't get the shame off. When it lacks respect and your consent. A far more serious answer than I expected from Reddit. When there's no passion. Having sex with energy and having fun makes it good sex. Limp dick. When I tell them exactly what I want, and they do something completely different because it worked in the porn video, woman face palming. When one person isn't really active, just lying there, minimal movement. When it results in kids. Religious girls that get caught up in the moment then think they are going to hell afterwards. Religious shame is the worst to have to deal with. Trying to convince someone they aren't doomed to eternal damnation is no easy task. When one or more people involved don't have fun. If one of you cries at the end. When not everyone involved enjoys it. End of. When the coroner walks in. When one or both parties is dressed up as a stuffed bear, pig, cow, or similar barnyard animal. When you don't get off and your partner didn't even try to get you off. So you go to Taco Bell afterwards as your treat to yourself. My early 20s were filled with late night stops to Taco Bell. When she doesn't do any of the things she said she was going to do in the 3 days worth of texting leading up to it. It's not a simple pass/fail test, but too much of the following makes for a rather frustrating time. Either party, lack of attention to signals. Failure to signal. Poor hygiene. Attempting a risky /some like it some don't act, like ass play, without prior knowledge of partner's limits. Male, no attention to foreplay. You can get away with this sometimes on quickies and the like, but most women generally prefer some foreplay, no attention to whether she wants it faster or slower, harder or gentler etc. neglecting the clit. No attempt to make it last a decent time, racing to the finish or, conversely, focusing too much on duration at the cost of quality/passion. Other problems may include too hard an ass slap or breast clutch, but that varies tremendously with the woman in question. Female, too rough or too timid with use of mouth and hands on cock. Token blowjob. You think you're going to reach some level of satisfaction but she moves on before you get close. Dead fish syndrome. Not always the worst, but most guys don't like this to be the norm. The above list excludes BDSM scenes since a lot of the above might be part of the specific scene depending on the couple. This is something everyone could learn from. Good tips. When consent isn't clear, when someone is pushy, when someone orgasms then rolls over and sleeps without helping their partner climax. So many things. When one person is emotionally attached and the other one is just horny. Like, this one time, I was having rebound sex with this hot bartender I always hooked up with in between relationships. I thought we were mutually using each other for sex, but then he started getting sentimental on me. Totally killed the mood. Frown. When you can't get off at all. Try everything for hours, being hard wasn't the issue, and just give up. Then have a stupid argument about whether it's because I don't find her attractive, despite this being a new problem in a long-term relationship. And her knowing damn well what the cause was. I'm sure my payback for the stupid argument was terrible for her. Did, well, something that ramped up sensitivity to such extreme levels it was over in literally 2 seconds, and said see imagine how hot you have to be for that to happen. Neglecting the standard high five afterwards. I hate when she forgets to high five afterwards. It makes me feel so used. Dick get broke. When there is zero attraction and you just want to get laid. Followed by that dirty feeling on the way home after? They were the days. You mean that smell of sweat, anger and shame, when your partner turns you off to the point that you just don't want to be there anymore right when you were about to orgasm. No foreplay at all. Even as an inexperienced soul I know that foreplay is almost essential to having good sex. When the pimp looks at you all judgmental. When vor goes too far. If I'm paying for